Hi everyone, welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us for the third edition of looking back on the last 3 years of quizzing with you all. So far, we've looked at the greatest quiz that I have ever written, according to some of you anyway, and we've also had a look at some of the famous faces that came along and presented the quiz as well, alongside me. With the Stephen Fry quiz yesterday. Today's a little bit different. It's still a quiz, but back in March 2020, when the world had gone completely and utterly mad and no one really knew what to do with themselves, I realised quite quickly that it wasn't just adults who were playing along with the live quizzes, there were also children. So I started doing some children's quizzes, and as you can see on screen, yeah, that's what it looked like back in 2020. But today I'm going to take you back to when I moved them to a live setting. So those children's quizzes in the early days were pre-recorded, and they were being played in schools, they were being played at home with parents who were working, etc. But I did then move on to doing live quizzes because I thought, why shouldn't the children be able to have a live quiz as well? And quite a lot of adults were playing as well. So today I'm going to take you back to 2021 with one of the first live quizzes that I did for children. So get yourselves settled in. Yeah, even though the questions were for kids, have a play along. Let's see how many of these you either remember or see how many of these you got. So same with the last couple of days of videos, what I'm going to do, I've taken that video and I've cut out the beginnings and my intros and stuff in there. So I'll come back in the breaks and give you a bit more sort of talk on what is on those. So grab your pens and paper, get yourself settled in, and I will see you after these questions. Here is Jay from 2021. So hopefully you're all settled in and ready. And then let's start them. So remember, don't worry if you don't know the answer, because there's a broad age of everything from sort of 14 years old all the way back to 6, 7, 8 years old. So don't worry too much if you don't know the answer, but hopefully if you didn't, then you might learn something. So let's start with question number 1 then. This comes from one of my teacher friends, Mrs. Grenhouse here in Darwin. And she wanted to know, what are the ends of a magnet called? So what are the ends of a magnet called? It's good to dust off the old slides for once. Number 2. So finish this sentence. Today's the day the teddy bears had their what? So if you know the song, today's the day the teddy bears had their... What did they have? Number 3. What season comes after spring? So what season comes after spring? Number 4. If you look in a mirror, what would you see? So if you were to look in a mirror, what would you see? Number 5. Who is this lady pictured here? So who is this lady pictured here?
Number 6. So what is the name of the force that stops us from floating away? So it keeps our feet on the ground. So what is the name of the force that stops us from floating away? Number 7. What would you call these animals? So if you saw all of these animals together, what would you say they were? What would you call these animals? Number 8, a maths question for you. So what is 10% of 110? Now try and see if you can do it without a calculator. So what is 10% of 110? Number 9, who is this pictured here? So who is this pictured here? Number 10, and thank you again to Mrs. Grenhouse, who made sure that I had this written the right way. So H2O is the chemical formula for what? So H2O is the chemical formula for what? Number 11, and this is especially for my friend Hayley and my little ones as well. My friend Hayley's little one and my little one. What TV show is this? It's on repeat in my house. Number 12 is a spelling one for you. So which of these is the correct spelling? So which of these is the correct spelling? Number 13, if you wanted to post a letter, what would you need to stick on there to make sure it got there? Probably should have worded that a bit better. If you wanted to post a letter, what would you need to stick on there to make sure that it got there? So obviously you'd write your address on there, but what would you need to stick on there to make sure it got there? Number 14, are sharks mammals? So are sharks mammals? And number 15, Harry Kane, Mo Salah and Marcus Rashford play which sport? So Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford and Mo Salah play which sport? Number 16, which direction do birds fly in the winter? So which direction do the birds fly in the winter? Number 17, what machine takes a picture of your bones? So what machine takes a picture of your bones? Number 18, what time is this? So what time is this on the clock? Not what time is it now. What time is this on the clock? Number 19, who lived at number 4 Privet Drive? So who lived at number 4 Privet Drive? And your final question then, I know we've seen there's a couple of you guys playing from there. Your final question comes from Miss Taylor from Longshore Juniors. Now, I asked this question a while back and I got it wrong when I put it on the adult quizzes in the evenings. So I've made sure we've got the right answers. Let's see how many of you guys can get this. So how many of the 7 continents can you name? And I've checked with Miss Taylor and she's given me the right answers. So how many of the 7 continents can you name? Okay, here we go then. So number one then was this. So what are the ends of a magnet called? So you've got, they're called poles, or as Mrs. Grenhouse told me as well, they're called north and south. So if you put poles, you can have that, but you've also got north and south as well. Number two, finish this sentence. Today's the day the teddy bears had their picnic. So today's the day the teddy bears had their picnic. There you go. Number three, what season comes after spring? It's summer. Number four, if you look in a mirror, what would you see? You'd see yourself, or you'd see your reflection. Number five, who is this lady? That is the Queen, or Queen Elizabeth II if you've written that, but that is the Queen. Number six, what is the name of the force that stops us from floating away? It's gravity. Number seven, what would you call all of these animals as a group? It's dinosaurs. There's the T-Rex down there. T-Rex is my favourite. Number eight, what is 10% of 110? So it's 11. Number nine, who is this? It is Anna from Frozen. Number 10, so H2O is the chemical formula for what? It's water. Number 11, what TV show is this? That is the Paw Patrol. My 3-year-old loves Paw Patrol. His favourite's Marshall. Number 12, which of these is the correct spelling? It's because, the top one, B-E-C-A-U-S-E. Number 13, if you wanted to post a letter, what would you need to stick on there to make sure it got there? It's a stamp. Number 14, are sharks mammals? Nope, they're not mammals. Number 15, Harry Kane, Mo Salah and Marcus Rashford play which sport? It's football. Number 16, which direction do birds fly in the winter? They fly south. It's when they're going to migrate, looking for food in the cold, or getting out of the cold. Number 17, what machine takes a picture of your bones? It's X-ray. Number 18, what time is this? It's 6:15. Number 19, who lived at number 4 Privet Drive? Harry Potter. Or the Dursleys, actually. You could have, if you've put the Dursleys, you can have the Dursleys as well. But yeah, Harry Potter or the Dursleys. I forgot about the Dursleys. And finally, number 20. Now, this is where I got this wrong before, but as I say, thank you to Miss Taylor for setting the question and then giving me the right answers. So how many of the 7 continents can you name? So you had Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and then Australasia or Oceania, depending on when you were taught, how you were taught, which wording it is. So that's your 7.
So there we go. That was all of your answers. It wasn't out of 20. I think it was, is it 26? But yeah, so there we go. That's all of your answers for the children's quiz. Now, the children's quizzes were a lot of fun because writing quizzes for adults, you just go with a general knowledge. Sorry, apologies, general knowledge. You just find, you can find topics, you can find things to talk about. But children, it's balancing, and I think there were a lot of times, and I spoke to a few people about this over the last couple of years. A lot of times I was trying to balance it for the children, and what I thought was, I can't put that in because it's going to be difficult. I can't put that in because it's going to be too easy. Trying to find that balance was a lot harder to write, but a lot of fun at the same time. And the children were surprising with some of the answers they were coming up with and how much the knowledge they actually knew. Even some, at a young age of sort of 5, 6, and 7. So, yeah, a lot of fun to put those together, and I did enjoy those. And I might have to look and see if we can maybe return in some way, shape, or form, some kind of children's quiz. Is it something you'd like to see? Let me know, as you always do, across our socials. We've got a few quizzes we're launching over the next couple of weeks, so we'll see what we can do. But yeah, if you'd like to see some return of children's quizzes, let me know, as you always do. So, one more pre-recorded video like this to come up on Friday, but 3 live quizzes as well. So yeah, we're back with you. So episode 4 of this series will be a live quiz on Thursday, pre-recorded Friday, and then 2 more on Saturday and Sunday. That is it from me for now. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you soon. As always, for me, let me know how you got on. Take care and stay safe.